NVQ level 2 is an introductory level to the NVQ, when you have to do with personal care. They teach you how to do personal care. They tell you what dignity is all about. They tell you what confidentiality is about. So basic foundations, really. No one is expecting you to do so much. Hi, welcome to today's conversation. Before we do anything today, I'd like to appreciate everyone that contributed their voices to mine. I think I'm a bit louder now because of your efforts. I'd like to appreciate each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel. I'd like to thank you for the conversations that we've been having, and that has cost me to do this today. So some persons asked, how can I get started with my NVQ? Someone was asking, what's an NVQ? NVQ is an acronym. N stands for national, V stands for vocational, and Q stands for qualifications. National Vocational Qualifications. So it's an equivalent of you have NVQ 1, 2, down to 5. They are in various categories, and each of this category just speaks to various cadre, those different tiers or different levels. That's just what it speaks to. That's what the numbers speaks to. So it's from NVQ 1, you go to NVQ 2. Basically, each of them are higher than the previous. So NVQ 1, just the basics. NVQ 2, fairly the basics. From level 3, it speaks more of managerial role. Level 3 introduces you to managerial sphere. 4, 5 are the main core managerial positions. Then a bit higher is NVQ 4, and a bit higher is the 5. So you just have from 1 to 5, yeah? And the 5 being the highest. Level 1 is basically just coming into the space. That's what it is. Then level 2 gives a bit of a background to care. You've not done anything care. You don't know what care is about. Nothing. You are a total novice to it. Yes. So when you come in, the level 2 is for you. But if you've been in care for minimum of 6 months, or can I just up it to say for a year, you've experienced and you've seen things, so you don't need to do NVQ 2 again. But for homes, what I know that the practice is that if you've done above a year, some are actually 6 months, but let me just use a year because some other ones do the same. If you've been in care above a year, you can ask your organization to give you your care NVQ, your care certificate. That's what most of them call it, care certificate, to give you. It's equivalent to NVQ level 2, because NVQ level 2 is an introductory level to the NVQ, when you have to do with personal care. They teach you how to do personal care. They tell you what dignity is all about. They tell you what confidentiality is about. So basic foundations, really. No one is expecting you to do so much. But when you get to NVQ level 3, National Vocational Qualifications level 3, that's where more responsibility is placed on you, and it can be done by anyone within the care space. Either you are a care assistant, a support worker, or you're in a supported living space, you can do it. But most times, what organizations that do it will tell you is that they need you to be within the managerial sphere. So more like you are an acting senior, or you participate or you partake in senior related roles, like you administer medication, you keep finance, you keep daily records, those kind of things. Management can leave the service for you to run, Yeah, as those are managerial activities. Once you begin to play in source space, boom, you can start your NVQ level 3 because you're already playing around. It's an introduction to managerial sphere, if you want me to use that word, because you are beginning to do beyond the primary personal care, go out, come back, just be with the person you are supporting. You are beginning to understand the sphere more. So this is where you have conversations around safeguarding. You understand what it means. You understand what abuse is in total. So basically, anyone that if you tell someone that, hey, I have my NVQ level 3, what they expect of you is that you have an in-depth understanding of what the healthcare system within the United Kingdom is about. You can speak about it confidently, and you have a rich knowledge of what it means to run a service, what it means to lead others. So that's what it takes entirely, because the content of NVQ level 3, if I want to break it a bit, you have things like person-centered care, you have things like nutrition, reasons for it, communication, types of communication, various means of communication, how to communicate effectively, how to communicate to different people, looking at language barriers, looking at cultural differences, looking at breaking cultural barriers, communication barriers. These are loads upon loads of information that you won't find within an NVQ level 2. If we want to go into safeguarding, I always enjoy speaking about safeguarding, and I think in the coming days I'll take a session on safeguarding. When you jump to NVQ level 4, yes, that exposes you to being a deputy manager, being even a manager of a supported living space. But for NVQ level 5, fantastic. You can be a registered manager, you can run a service independently because you have your certification, and everything around managerial level, or everything around managerial skills is taught and is learned. So conflict resolution, managing staff, scheduling, rota, all of those bits is majorly how to manage people. That's what you do around NVQ level 5, knowing the laws, knowing how they apply, knowing basically knowing those things, because primarily when you are in playing around the senior support role or a senior carer role, you already understand what it means to liaise with council, you already know what it means to liaise with all the sister agencies that are around the care service. So that's just it. Thank you for the opportunity for me to rant today. We'll have a robust conversation soon. If you have further questions, keep dropping the comments and we'll dive into it. For today, bye. See you soon.